This show, we're going to be doing it every month, and we're really excited. This is a new format for us, and we're really looking forward to showing you it today. So, I don't think there's much more to say, except a very fortunate audience member to pick a word. We're going to say from the first half of this dictionary, because the second half is Spanish. I'm going to choose you to select a word for us.
Intruder.
Intruder. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Intruder.
He came in.
No, don't want to know.
You told me to leave the window. Okay then.
No, I don't want to hear it, don't want to hear it, don't want to hear it.
Tom, it wasn't always your idea. It was my idea too, but Tom, this time it was serious, Tom.
People make mistakes. People make mistakes. We're people, so we make mistakes. We made a bad decision.
We made a bad decision, but I'm the one who suffered.
I'm sorry, Mark, I'm sorry.
You're sorry. You're sorry. Well, screw you! You're sorry. Left the door open again.
I didn't want it to happen. I thought it would be nice to have a gust of cool air through the house as we sleep. In Korea, they say you die if you leave the fan in the room turned on overnight.
But we're not in Korea, Tom. We're in England. And in England, if you leave the door open, people come in. And they rob the bed covers. People catch colds, Tom. People get sick.
I didn't want it to happen, Mark. I know how weak your immune system is, and if I had thought, you can't get colds from being cold. You get colds from the virus. If I leave the door open, the wind will blow away any viruses.
This is so typical, Tom. This is typical Tom behavior. It's like that time when you left the oven door open and the kitchen burned down. And you were like, oh, I was going to heat the house.
It saves energy. Did you know that in the United States of America, more than 13% of household energy is wasted due to people not leaving the oven door open? If you've finished cooking, leave the door open and the residual heat will heat the house. In Korea, that's what, well...
I didn't know that, Tom. And it is a good point, but Jesus, I don't have any bedclothes anymore. You know, Mom's not going to buy me another set. This is the 10th this month.
Well, Mom's not really in any state to buy you anything. It was my fault.
It wasn't your fault. You didn't buy her the bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, but I recommended that he give it to her. He was stuck for an idea of what to give her for her birthday, and I said, well, 50th birthday, 10th anniversary is paper, 20th is silver, 50th birthday's got to be whiskey.
Of course, Dad drank all the vodka, which meant that we had to drink the gin. Hey, Tom, I'm not that angry, It's just, I guess I can sleep with my coat on. It's not that bad. It's not like you burned down the kitchen.
Again. Mark, since Dad died, I've wanted to support Mum. I've wanted to make things easier, to lower our energy bills, but
All I've done is raise your hospital bills and Mark,
Tom. You've been like a father to me, Tom. Tom! You've been like a grandfather to me. Like a great uncle. Tom, I love you. And I don't care about bed covers or kitchens or energy bills. All I care about is you and me and Mom.
Well, Mark, you may only be 4 years younger than me, but I do consider you like a nephew, a grandnephew, a second cousin once removed, and a great-great-grandnephew. But Mark, you're my little brother. And in Korea, the word for big brother is oppa. It's an honorific term for big brother.
I didn't know that, Tom.
Do you appreciate my trivia? When I sit by Mum's bed when she's in her fever, she can't even hear my facts about elephants. She just shakes in that bed and mutters nonsense, Mum. You know,
Tom, I love when you tell me details about things. Like the folds on trousers and how bits of fluff always get trapped in there. And how that fluff, if you pack it tightly enough, you can make a cushion.
I thought I'd make one for Mum. You know, I sewed it up all really nice, and when I presented it to her, she could hardly hear me. She was shaking and muttering. Have you listened to the things she says when she's in her fever dreams?
Stop listening to that crazy woman.
Maybe it's not crazy. You know, she keeps saying over and over again, Timothy, it's inside the lamppost. Maybe she's going crazy. Maybe we're losing her, Mark.
Tom. We lost her ages ago. She's just a pisshead now. She does is drink.
I refuse to believe that she's a pisshead. Maria Daniels is not a pisshead. Maria Daniels is a great woman. We haven't lost her, not yet. Not yet, Mark.
You're delusional. You know, for someone who's 4 years older than me, and who knows so many details.
What is it, grandson?
Sometimes you can just be so stupid. So naive.
Naive has 2 dots above the eye.
Tom, not everything has an answer. Not everything. Mom, she's drinking herself into an early grave. I'm happy that she got that bottle of Jack Daniels. I would have bought it for her myself.
I've been reading up on indigenous tribes in Australia. I'm going to go and read some things to her. I'm sorry about the bedclothes.
You smoked the wrong end again.
Oh, Josie, I can't even see anymore. It's just a blur.
Well, that's what happens, Chuck. You have to smoke it through the filter. If you smoke it through the lit end, you're just eating hashish. You're eating hot hashish and burning your taste buds.
Josie, your head looks like cotton wool, and my mouth feels like paper. No, my mouth feels like Josie. Josie. I love you. Come closer. Run your fingers on my knee.
Chuck, I'm gonna make you a plate of toast.
Oh, Josie.
That's
exactly what I was thinking. The crumbs can trickle down. Downstairs. If you know what I mean.
I'm gonna choose not to know what you mean, Chuck.
Josie, I love it when you play hard to get.
Well, I'm fed up of playing hard can get with you.
I hard can get in my hands. They're numb.
I know you hard can get your hands, Chuck. Chuck, I don't want you coming around here anymore.
What? No.
I got dreams, Chuck. I could be a famous accountant. I'm good with numbers. I've always been good with numbers. You know,
Is it because I didn't shave my legs? I thought you liked them hairy.
You're a loser, Chuck. You know, sometimes it... You know what?
Losers hang out with losers, Josie. So what does that make you?
It makes me someone who's cutting my bonds with you, Chuck. It's making me someone who's asking you to leave my life. You know, I don't like to listen to criticism of people, but... You know, my sister Maria has been telling me that you're just no good for me. And you know, Maria's really smart. I've got the mind for figures, and she's got the mind for psychology and stuff.
Your sister's a slut. Everyone knows that.
She said you'd say that.
Huh.
Was there anything between you and her?
Between you and your sister?
Between you and my sister. There's a lot between me and my sister because we're sisters.
Well, we all know what goes on in your family. Josie.
My family's a great family, Chuck.
They're very close, I hear.
Yeah, we're a close family. We share things. We share feelings. We share baths. We're close. Chuck,
I hear you share more than that. I hear you share sheets, and I hear you share crabs. And...
You know, one person can't eat a whole crab. Chuck.
Josie!
Chuck, get out of my life. Chuck, the door is there. Get out of my life right now. I don't want to see you. Maria doesn't want to see you. Get out of our lives right now. Eat your crusts.
Take your plate. You can keep it.
It's mine.
Keep your shitty toast as well. It's dry. Like you. And your family.
We take baths together. We're not often dry.
You couldn't wet a sauna.
Chuck, please.
Fine. I'm going. Josie. You got my number. You can call me if you need me for anything.
I'll keep it written down. I don't know, Maria.
Come on. Just let it out. Share. Sharing is caring.
Maria, we spent... Maria, we spent 7 years together. You know what? We had faults that complemented each other.
You know, when we didn't feel like we were good enough for the rest of the world, we still felt like we were good enough for each other.
And you were, sister. You were the perfect couple. In many ways. But not all the right ways. All of the time. Some of the time, yes. Not always.
Maria, you're so good with psychology. You know, you see into people. You understand people.
I've just got a gift, I guess.
Maria, I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to answer it honestly.
Yes?
Maria, I want you to answer it honestly.
I will. Just ask me already.
Maria, was there ever anything between you and Chuck?
I can't believe you're asking me that question. That really rubs me up the wrong way. I can't believe you're asking me that question.
Well, what's the answer?
Yes. There was a lot between us. But Joyce, it didn't mean anything. Not like us.
Maria, did you take a bath with him?
No.
Oh, that's a relief.
Here, look out over the water. It's kind of choppy tonight. Like there's a foul wind coming in.
There's a storm brewing. For sure.
You know what they say?
The tide's coming in, and if you're not in the tide, then you're out to the sea.
Our fishing's going to be difficult tonight. Or the fish are going to be scared away by the high pressure and the lightning.
We'll be likely if we catch a thing. Still. We're going out. That's what we do.
We're going out like always.
Fishermen's on the sea. Just like a couple of men on a boat. Fish around us. An apparatus to catch the fish. Some mechanical, some manual.
You know, Harvey, you describe things in such perfect ways.
I often think in another life I could have been a poet.
I think you are a poet, Harvey. You good with words.
I am.
You know, I wouldn't be able to stand it sitting out on the boat for hours if I were by myself. When you're with me, Harvey, when you start singing,
Oh, Pete.
you start rhyming,
Oh. Give me an ear, and I'll give you a book.
Harvey, it's almost time to sit out. Another night on the water, just the sea, the sky, and your beautiful words.
Petey, I've got something to tell you.
Or is it, Harvey, I could listen to anything in your voice?
I'm leaving. The fishing life, I've had it. I'm gonna head back home. Gonna head back home and catch up with my family. I know it's coming as a shock, but I didn't know how else to break it to you. I'm leaving you the boat, like, you know? That ocean out there, it's got all the fish you'll ever need.
All I need is you, Harvey. I don't even need fish, I don't even need a boat, I need you.
Well, you can always come with if you like. You can just leave the boat out there with the anchor down, you know?
Harvey, my place is here. This is my job, like, this is how I feed my family.
The thing is, you see, I've received a letter. You see, and I've got a bit of family bother, you see. I've got to go back and I've got to sort it out, you know? It's nothing personal, it's not, you know, I do love you, you know? I love this job and everything, but it's just...
You said your family was secure. You said Maria took care of the kids, and it was fine for you to come out here and be fishing buddies with me.
Maria. I wouldn't trust that fish as far as I could sling it.
Harvey, you told me you were tight as a family. You told me you, Maria, your 2 little boys, you told me you had it all together. You told me this could last forever.
I thought we did, but when I received a letter and it was signed with blood, I think there might be a bit of a problem there, you know what I mean? I said, right, I'm going to have to go back there and see if I can, you know, be a poet, be a father.
Go.
I'll be coming back for you, Petey.
Well, I might be lost out at sea by then. Harvey, you go and enjoy your wife, and your marital bed, and your family, and the smell of your children's hair, and their little glances.
Oh,
you go and enjoy it, Harvey, and leave me with the boat in the cold sea.
Pete, I've written you a poem. Say goodbye. It's in the boat. You can read it when you're out at sea.
I might not. Maybe I'll just throw it down to the bottom of the water wrapped in a stone.
Well, I won't know either way, so you can do what you want, but it's there anyway, right? Pete, don't be mad. Don't be angry. Pete, don't be angry. Pete, look at me. Look at me.
Give your kids my regards.
What?
Mark, I think Dad's gone for good this time.
Yeah.
You know, Mum's really upset, and when she made us potatoes, she put too much salt in, and she always does that when she's upset, Mark.
Yeah. Dad's gone. Mom's mom.
Mark, you know, Mum started drinking again.
Again? You mean since... Tom. This is it. It's you and me, Tom.
When she picked me up yesterday from school, she was driving the car all swervy. I'm worried about her.
Tom, yesterday when we were coming home, she did no handsies. No handsies, Tom, all the way back. I'm lucky to be sitting here, Tom. But I don't feel lucky.
You know, her 40th birthday is coming up. And I don't even know if Dad's going to be here for it. You know, she started swearing again.
Fuckity. Yeah? Tom, listen. This is just the beginning. I spoke to Andrew Jones. His mom's in an asylum. When she started going no handsies, she went into a wall. That's how I knew it was serious.
Mark, she's not well, Mark.
I'd say she's more than not well. I'd say she's too well. She's living life as if she hasn't got a care in the world. Sometimes I feel like the mother. I'm not the son. I know more about mental health than any 10-year-old should know. I've done my research. Wikipedia. Research work. Tom. Mom's not sick. She's just a loser.
She'd kill you if she heard you say that.
I'd like to see her try. I keep a hammer under my bed. She comes near me.
She might swear a lot, but she's not violent, Mark. She's our mum. I'm worried about her.
She's not violent yet, but you know, what if she goes no handsy in the bedroom? I'll whip that hammer out so fast she won't know what hit her.
Don't try and walk like that.
What else can I do?
You come here and tell me. You come here and bring me this message. What? Tell him to fuck off. Why would my husband send me a singogram to announce his arrival back from his fishing trip?
Because
You're a fucking asshole is what he is.
your husband's a poet. You should have heard the poetry he sang to me when he rang up. I actually am doing this job for free.
Let's hear it.
Hey.
Your husband went to CCC to see what he could see, but all that he could see was his partner's beep, and then he came to CCC what you weren't, beep, and now he's here to CCC your fucked up family. I wrote the last bit by hand myself.
Can you go now?
Sure. It also comes with a kiss.
I'll let him give that to me himself.
Okay.
I'm someone. You know, I raised a family pretty much by myself. I got two wonderful sons. You know, and they know about shit that's in encyclopedias. I'm proud of myself. And I'm not gonna let any man make me feel like I'm a failure. You still have the key.
Please, no, I'm not. What have you been doing, you stupid little tar?
What have you been doing? Leaving me here alone with the children while you go out with your buddy on your fishing trips.
Look at the bleeding state of you. Sitting around here with no underwear on. Legs are bleeding Kimbo.
How dare you come in and judge me? You're an absent father.
I put fish on this bleeding table.
You're away for 6 months and then you come back and you put 7 kilos of fish on the table in one sitting.
You're not dependable. You're not consistent.
You've got a freezer? Put it in the freezer, you freeze it! Not bleeding rocket science.
You've got a freezer. It's not even we've got a freezer. You don't even feel like you live here.
I'm out in the seas. I'm a poet, yeah?
Harvey, you're a shithead.
Well, Maria, I might be a shithead, but I'm your shithead. Come here! I missed you! Come on, give me some love. Oh, well, you put on a few pounds in the last month or two, that's for sure. Oh, let's have a little dance then, right? Whoa, how much have you been drinking today, love? Whoa. Oh, love. Come here, love. You're all right. I'm back now.
It's so hard without you, Harvey. It's hard.
You're all right. The poet's here.
Harvey, don't leave again. Don't leave again, please.
I'll come back to do some fishing around the house.
Are you gonna stay this time?
Well, we'll have to sort this family out first, that's for sure. I'll stay as long as I need to stay until we get you back in order again.
Harvey promised me you'll stay forever. In our marriage vows, we said we'd stay with each other forever. Harvey promised me.
Forever's a long time, love. Now the open sea calls.
Harvey, I call. I need you here. I'm a living, breathing woman. What is the sea? It's a cold expanse of water and salt.
I know, but there's Pete. Pete's, well, it's kind of lovable, you know. But I'll be here for a while. All right. I promise I'll stay. I promise I'll stay till we get you sober. Okay?
It's you and Pete, isn't it? You know, who do you...
What do you mean it's you and me and Pete? We're fishermen. We're on the sea. Yeah, of course we get lonely, but you know.
Harvey, those... When you wake up in the middle of the night from a bad dream, and it feels like your world is collapsing, and you reach for the phone, just because you need to hear a human voice, someone to tell you, even though you know you're being silly and it was just a dream, but you need to hear someone say, it's okay. Harvey, do you call me or Pete?
Well, I don't know, we carry a phone, you know, we believe in them, but I often think of you. Of course I do. I've got a whole journal of poems written about you, love. I haven't actually referred to it as you, I've said love, but I mean you.
Which pronoun do you use?
I love both of you. I don't know what pronoun means, love. Just a pronoun, but listen, I love you and I love him, but I love you. I love you like a wife, and I love him like a fisherman's pal.
Just stop. I'll go upstairs and unpack your things.
Go upstairs and take your clothes off.
Son, your father's tired, man. Make me a cup of coffee, will you?
Of course. Pop. It's so good to have you back. It's great to have you back.
You know, there was a storm tonight. Now, storms don't really bother me much, but I was out there alone tonight.
On the water.
I was out alone on that great big wall of water.
You wrote a poem, didn't you? You wrote a poem.
Billy, I was given a poem. You know, I said I'd throw it to the bottom of the sea, but
You didn't throw it away though, did you?
Billy, a poem's just a poem. They're meaningless collections of words. Just because a man says he's a poet doesn't mean he's enough to break your heart over.
Pop, I'm going to give you an extra spoon of sugar.
You know, Billy, I think you're old enough now. I think you're old enough to start coming out on the water.
Out on the water with you, Pop? I would love that.
You know, we could repaint the side of the boat. Billy and Pete, our boat. Family is important. Just because a man says he's a poet doesn't mean it's worth breaking your heart over it.
It's catchy. I like it.
Will you pick me up some more paint from the store later?
Here you go, Pop. Black tea with 3 sugars. So, Pop, we'll go out on the sea next week, even? I'll grab my net from the garage.
You've been making your own net, Billy.
Yeah. I want to go in the ocean with you, Pop.
Billy, you're like the son I have. It's fitting because you are my son.
Pop, this is so exciting. I've been waiting for this day for so long. I even skipped university because I thought maybe one day.
You'll be a skipper.
Yeah.
Billy, let's go out tonight. We'll go out. We don't even need to eat dinner here. We'll catch our own dinner out on the water.
We can catch some fish.
We'll catch some little ones. We can roast them with a little lighter.
I've got a gas stove that I use for camping. It's made by Black & Decker.
It's a bit heavy for a boat, Billy, a bit heavy.
Okay. We can use your lighter then. Whatever you suggest is the right thing to say.
Billy, let's go out on the water.
You keep saying that, Pop. When are we going, Pop? Is it going to be today? I've got a net and I've got a fishing rod still in the box. I bought it a few years ago. I thought I would go out then, but you didn't offer.
Grab your box, Billy. We're going out.
Excuse me. Hello, is this the Stinking Inn? The sign outside said, well, there are letters missing, but is this the Stinking Inn or not? Or is this the Goose and Hound?
This is the Goose and Hound.
Fuck.
Don't go to the Stinking Inn.
Will you give me a shot of whiskey, please?
Sure.
You get many sailors coming in here, many fishermen. Thanks.
Yeah, we get them all in here. They don't go to that stinking place. They come here.
Do you get many beautiful women in here?
No.
You know what? If you need any accountancy done, you know, my sister Josie, she's good with figures. You know, family is an important thing.
Josie Daniels, accountant. journalist, a forward-stroke journalist and accountant on one card. She sounds perfect.
We're a talented family. You know, she was always good with figures. I was always good with psychology. You know, family's important. You know, family's something that... Give me another one. Family's something to... It's something to hold together with. You know, family's not something that you can just run away from for 6 months at a time and then come back to and expect it all to be the same. You know, I'm looking for someone.
Well, you've come to the right place. People come in here all the time looking for people. And they usually find them. Not always the people they're looking for, but people. Because there's a people bar. We have people here. We isn't called the Goose and Hound for nothing.
I'm looking for a man. I'm looking for...
Need some details.
Well, how many fishermen do you get in here?
5?
I'm looking for a guy kind of squat with a beard.
Squat guy with a beard.
His name is Pete.
Short guy. Got ears. I know Pete. Comes in here, usually crying about something. That man cries more than I shake. What do you want him for? You want to offer him some sort of job in a newspaper, working as an accountant?
I want to talk to him. It's all. You know, a woman deserves to be able to move through the world and talk to people if she wants to talk to them. I want to talk with him. When does he normally come in?
Well, he usually comes in tonight, in fact. Unless he's out in a stinking place. But he'll probably be here. I can give him a call if you like.
No, don't.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to wait here and sleep if you like. People often do that. I like to watch them. Sometimes I draw pictures of them. Here's one that I drew.
It looks okay.
A little bit scribbly, but I'm right-handed, you know.
Does he seem happy? Pete.
Little Pete? It's hard to tell. He cries a lot. I don't know if they're tears of joy or tears of pain.
Does he ever come in here with someone?
Yeah, he often comes in here with his little boy. Billy Bobo, Billy. Goes by Billy for short. Or Bill. His friends in school, I believe. I call him Billy Bobo, Billy though. Don't we know him that well. You probably would call him that too. And of course, you sound like you know him. You know his father.
I've never met either of them. I'm going to wait here.
You seem a little bit distraught. I'm going to make you a Hound and Goose special. It's been back in my family since 1915. There we go. More to smell. Smell the glass.
Joe, I'll have a usual. I'd like a whiskey shaken up, please. Do it with your right hand, Joe.
You've been over at the staking house, haven't you? It's not yet. Oh well. Sure.
Joe, I've had a rough day. Got my little boy, Billy. Alright, how'd you do? Got my little boy, Billy. He's out with the net at the moment.
Training him up. He's going to take over the family business. Since you were gone solo. Since the poet flew the nest. Like the goose once did. Then it just became the hand.
And who is the poet? Who's the poet who flew away from you? Huh? You know, that poet flew away from me as well.
And he flew to you.
Now, I've got a question for you. I hope you don't mind me asking this. I can see you're upset. Are they tears of pain or tears of joy? Are you just crying because it's sweating? I can tell.
I'm a broken man. I'm not going to have a woman cuss me and yell at me. I'm a broken man. You know, men feel pain too. It's not just you women who get to be heartbroken.
Let it out. Let it out. That mouth. Open it. Let the words fall out. I know they're in there. Let them fall out.
You know, who are you to judge me? Get your hand off me, I don't even know you.
You seemed upset, I think.
You know, I'm good at psychology. I can see into people.
You don't know nothing.
I know that you fell in love. I know what it's like to fall in love with a poet. I know you know what that's like.
How do you know that I know that you... How do you know that? You look familiar.
Oh, he's shown you pictures of me, has he? I'm amazed. I'm amazed he even remembers his family when he's out on the boat with you. You...
I do recognize you. Sobered up, have you? Come to gloat? Who won the battle? The battle for the poet's heart?
We made vows to each other.
Well, we made nets.
I took that man and made him my husband. We were husband and wife.
I took him out of the ocean.
We share a name. Harvey and Maria Daniels. We're a couple and we have children together.
We've shared condoms. We were at sea for a long time. It was a sailor thing. Anyway, you obviously won, so I don't even know what you're doing here.
It's not about winning. He's back where he belongs. We have children together. He needs to be with them. They need a father.
I'm a father.
Well, then you've got your own son. You've got someone. You don't need my husband to sit with you on a boat. I need my husband.
I need him for other things. Gibbs good. He's an inspiration to me. Look,
He's an amazing man.
I painted a new boat, okay? It's got a really long name. My son is helping me paint it.
What is it?
It's called Javi, the poet that left me. My son wanted to call me something else, but I changed the name.
That's not too long a name.
It's easy to remember it, apparently.
Look, I'm sorry. I know what it's like to lose a man like Harvey.
No, you don't know what it's like. You still have him. He came back to you.
I had him lost for 6 months at a time. My heart was broken over and over again. But I'm sorry. I know how you must feel. I've felt it a million times.
We both felt him. We know how he feels. He knows how we feel. And we both know how it feels to have children. So, we're really alike in many ways. Have you ever been on a boat?
See, this is how you do it. You hold one oar in one hand, and in the other hand you just pretend to have an oar. So it keeps you balanced, you know. Now you take that oar and you do the same. Other hand too. Billy, you're learning well. You're learning well, Billy.
I feel like a sailor.
I think we're about far enough out now, Billy. You know, do you ever look up at the stars, Billy, and think how they're all connected? You know, like people, Billy. Our family's connected. And our family connects to other families.
I like to stare at the stars. And I like to think that you're looking at the same star as me.
Right, Billy. Cast it out just like I showed you. We'll do it together. 1, 2, 3. I don't think it was a good idea to have thrown the rods in the ocean.
I thought it was a bad idea, but, you know, it's the first time on a boat, so...
Billy, I wanted to show you that a rod is just what a single man can do. We don't need it. Billy, get out the net that you made.
The net that I made out of string,
Billy,
that I collected.
a net is a collection of strings. It's a connection between people. People are connected, Billy. Billy, get out the net.
It's 2 meters 37 length in total diameter.
Billy, let's lower it slowly into the water. See, a net, Billy, is a 2-man job.
Even though it's so light?
It's light now, Billy. But when we're hauling in a catch, you need 2 men, Billy. You need 2 men, and I'm glad I've got you, my little scamp.
Hey, Pop. This is so great. We're finally on the sea together.
Billy,
Pop, it's brilliant and I love it. It's not exactly how I imagined it, though.
Billy, I'm gonna give you something.
Maybe it is how I imagined it.
Billy, I was gonna wait until you were older, but
The keys to my own boat?
Billy, this is more important than a boat.
Okay?
Billy. It's may look like just a stone wrapped in paper. But I know you like poetry, Billy.
I love the poems that came from your boat.
Billy, this poem was given to me by someone very special. And Billy, I haven't even read it, but...
Oh, great. We can read it now.
Billy, I don't want to read. I don't want to see what's inside this poem. There are some things that a heart just can't take. There are some goodbyes that you just don't want to hear.
Like when you'd leave for sea and you'd go out the door without saying goodbye.
It's because I come back, Billy. There's no need to say goodbye. Your father goes out in the morning. He comes back in the evening. Maybe a few salmon, maybe a big fat trout, maybe a couple of little herrings. Maybe he comes back with some plaice. Maybe he comes back with some kippers. Maybe your dad will go out in the morning and come back with 7 mackerel. Maybe your dad will go out in the morning and come back with lobster or crab, Billy.
True. Sometimes...
You know, no, I'm not finished. Billy, maybe your dad will go out in the morning and he might come back with nothing, Billy, but he comes back.
All those times you ask me to make a cup of tea, and I always make it. I always have it. You always leave without saying goodbye.
Billy, a father and a son are like one spirit. We don't need to say goodbye to each other, Billy, because
we're connected.
We're connected like a net, Billy.
Like a net made out of spring, collected from Carol's cornflakes boxes.
Billy, I want you to have this poem. I want you to keep it and do what you will with it, Billy.
I'll use the rock as a doorstop.
Billy. Billy, please don't read it here. I don't want to feel tempted to read over your shoulder. Billy, please put it away. I'm sure it's very beautiful. Yeah, I'm sure it's got clever stanzas. And, I'm sure it finds a very poetic way to say, I don't want to be your fishing buddy anymore. Sayonara. I don't want to hear it, Billy. You know, when I was given that, I wrapped it in a stone because I was going to throw it right in the ocean.
Pop.
I'm sure it's beautiful, Billy, but...
Pop. I didn't know that you did those things. I didn't know that that's what being a fisherman was.
Billy, that's what being in love is. Regardless of occupation.
Oh. Okay, Pop.
Billy, I want you to keep that and keep it.
I'll keep it as a reference. To know how, when I'm in love, if it matches up, I'll know what to do.
Billy, that poem is very important to me.
I'll frame it, Pop.
Frame
I'll get it blown up.
Put it in
I'll
your
put it on
room.
my ceiling, Pop. I'll read it every night.
You do that, Billy. Because that was given to me by a very special man.
Do you like that, darling?
It was okay.
You mean it was a blood no? Yeah, I fucking loved it. I heard you shouting. Who's this Tim, eh? Who's this Tim you've been shouting about, eh? There was a moment. There was a moment. I think you were either passed out or, I don't know, but you were shouting out Tim.
I don't know what I was shouting at. It was just... You know, I drank so much I hardly felt anything when we were doing it. I just had my day flowing through my mind. And, you know, I saw my kids this morning, and I bought a new dress in the afternoon because I thought it would make me feel better, but...
Spit out, love. Don't have all day.
Tim is my divorce attorney.
What you need a divorce attorney for?
Well, you don't get to know every detail of my life just because you're my dealer, okay?
I would say I'm a little bit more than your dealer.
I need release. You know, I've got 2 kids, I've got a husband who's hardly there. You know, a woman can't be blamed if she needs endorphins sometimes, whether it's THC or TLC.
I've heard it all before.
Andrew, I've been going to Timothy for about half the length of my marriage. You know, the first time Harvey left and he was away for 6 whole months, I was so angry at him, Andrew. And I just went and I don't know what I was thinking. I just registered at the office and...
You're pathetic, you know that? You women, you come in here looking for something from me, looking for a little bit extra. Come in crying your tears. You always come back. I've got no pity for people like you. None. You're scum. You know that? You're scum.
I know that.
You know what scum does?
Scum doesn't make up its mind. You know,
Scum dies.
I should have just done it. The first time I went to that divorce attorney, I should have just cut the marriage then and there.
Now cut your wrists. Pathetic little bitch.
You know, But then Harvey came back, and everything was really happy again. And he played with the boys, and he showed them how to use a Swiss Army knife, and everything was okay. And then the next time he left for one of his little fishing trips, I just went straight back to Timothy. And I said, it's for real this time. Draft up the contract. I'm going to sign it.
Maria, maybe you're misunderstanding our type of relationship here. You know, you give great head, Jack. And I'm more than happy to sort you out from time to time for other little things. But I'm not a bleeding psychologist, you know? Don't mind, I've got someone else coming around now. It'd be great if you weren't here. So please, fuck off. That's it. All you need to do is sign there, and it'll be over. You and I will go on with the rest of our lives. He'll get custody of the kids, of course. He'll be free. Why are you hesitating? This is what you wanted. Congratulations.
Don't send it out yet.
What do you say?
I know I'm weak, and I know I'm...
Don't. You've been deliberating over this for so long. You're making progress. You've signed all the pages this time. All I have to do is put it in an envelope, put it out in today's post, and by water mail it should be there by next month.
Timothy, leave it with me. I'm gonna hold on to it for the moment, and if I decide I want you to send it, I'll let you know.
Fine, but as your attorney and your friend, I feel it my duty to say that that man is an animal. He deserves to be out on the sea, doing what sailors do. Let him take those boys of yours with him. You can check yourself into rehab. This time next year, you'll be writing that book. Maria, the Chronicles of her mother.
Thank you, Timothy. If I want you to send it out, I'll let you know what it is.
You know, Billy, you've got to write it the way I say it.
Okay?
You know, he needs to know what happened. My dearest Harvey, I met someone that you know today. I was in the bar where we always go, and she came in. I think you two deserve to be together. You two are a family, and family connection is what is important. She told me how much she loves you.
Pop, this is beautiful. It's almost as nice as the poems.
I'm glad that we don't go fishing anymore, because there's someone else who needs you more than I do.
Why do you need me, Pop? For the fishing?
Forever thinking of you, Pete.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
No.
Hug, hug, hug.
Print it out and send that in the first post.
Okay, Pop.
She's right, you know, Billy. Family is what's important.
I think so. Without family, there's nothing. Without family, just cups of tea on your table. Cold cups of tea. Gone off milk.
You know what, Billy?
ahead, Pop.
I know when you give a gift, it stays with the person, but you know that poem that I gave you?
Yeah.
I want you to put it in an envelope and send it to her.
Okay. I'll contact the printers. Or I had it blown up. They can send it to me by PDF. That way it can't be changed. Can if you know how to edit. I'll do it, Pop, I'll do it.
You know, I think that poem was more about her than it ever was about me.
I don't think so, Pop. There was some stuff in there that...
I know it must have been beautiful. I know it must have talked about how love is a spiritual connection and a meeting of minds.
Well, there's definitely meetings going on.
I think she deserves to read it. Send that to her, Billy. She deserves to read it. Thanks, Mark. You know, you shouldn't be doing this. You know, you've got a cold and stuff, Mark, and... Oh, Mark, you're so good at this. You know, I closed the door last night, and I closed all the windows. You know,
You did.
I wanted you to be warm, Mark.
It was great. I had all my own bed covers for the whole night.
You know, Mum seemed better. She was shaking up in her bed. She seemed more with it. She seemed to know where she was. She knew my name.
She seemed slightly less of a loser, it's true.
Mark, I think she's ready.
Think so? If she is ready, we better roll out the old carpet, because I'm not cleaning up that puke again.
No, Mark. Now that she's more compos mentis, I think she's ready to hear that letter. You know, I haven't even opened it, but it came with her name on it. Well, you know, I was always putting it off. You know, it said on the envelope, Maria, this is something that you need to hear, and this is something that will make you happy. And you know what?
Kiss, hug, hug, hug. No, I saw it too.
I always thought, oh, she's okay today. I'll read it to her tomorrow, and it will cheer her up. But and then she got worse.
Tell you what, we'll make a big pot of coffee. We'll put in a bit of chili in there. Really wake the girl up.
It's been 10 years now since that envelope arrived. You know, with Dad dead now, I think she's finally woken up enough that she can hear whatever's inside, and it'll bring her so much happiness.
Okay.
You go make the coffee. Mum? Mum, there's an envelope arrived for you.
An envelope for me?
Mum,
It's got my name on it.
I think you're finally awake enough, Mum, to hear it.
Tom brought me a drink earlier on.
Mum, it's in Dad's handwriting.
Father? You wrote me a letter?
To my dear love, I love everything about you, and you're the only thing that makes life worth living.
Sounds like lies to me.
I made a promise to you to stay with you forever.
Sherry.
I love your hairy chest and muscular arms. I love the way you row the oars. And most of all, I love the way we have homosexual male sex together.
You always made me wear a strap-on.
Mum, it's like Dad's talking to us from beyond the grave. It was always you he loved.
He was a poet. And he had rhythm.
I'm going to have this blown up and put it on your ceiling, Mum.
You read my mind.
Thank you so much for coming, and yeah, this really means a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. And our next show, if you're interested, is a stand-up show which will be on the 21st in a venue by Grand Via. It's a shisha lounge, but I hate shisha, so there will be no shisha during the performance. So this is on the 21st, Saturday after next, and it's a night of stand-up. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much.